Welcome to the Rundown with Nerd Union. I'm Taryn reporting for the weekend of July 30th, 2021. In movie news, this past Thursday, Black Widow star Scarlett Johansson filed a lawsuit that argues Disney breached her contract by releasing the film simultaneously in theaters and on Disney Plus, since part of her salary is dependent on the performance numbers of the theatrical release. Disney's statement called the lawsuit without merit and callous in the face of COVID-19, claiming that Johansson actually benefits from the Premier Access add-on to Disney Plus. Regardless, this lawsuit comes at a difficult time for the industry as theaters and performers try to get back on their feet. It also echoes sentiments and criticism from last year when Warner Brothers blindsided their creators with the decision to air everything on HBO Max. For more on this, check out the Commander Ship and Major Tom show this coming Tuesday as they break down the impending legal decision. Holy set photos, Batman! Twitter has been busy with set photos from DC's upcoming film, The Flash, and it looks like Ben Affleck's Batman is getting a bat cycle. User Flash Film News posted multiple shots of Batman in an updated batsuit riding around on a motorcycle decked out with protective plating. Jamon Honson, dressed as the wizard Shazam, was photographed on set in Atlanta and posted on Instagram by user Atlanta Filming. Fans have been debating whether this filming was for scenes from Shazam Fury of the Gods or actually for the backstory of Black Adam, since both DC films have been in production in Atlanta area recently. Deadline has reported that Regine Page seems to have locked in both the starring role and executive producer title for a reboot of The Saint with Paramount Pictures. Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, Brad Cravoy, and Mark Varadian will produce, with Kwame Kwe Armah penning the script. The late Robert Evans, who produced Paramount's 1997 movie adaptation starring Val Kilmer, will also get a producer credit. In shows and series, Marvel Studios has officially announced the release date for Hawkeye on Disney Plus as Wednesday, November 24th, aka the day before Americans celebrate Thanksgiving. EW will release a first look image of Hailee Steinfeld as Kate Bishop holding an archery bow at what appears to be a storage garage while facing Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye, who's wearing a backpack. In an interview with Collider, James Gunn was adamant that the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special is in canon. He said, "It's about the Guardians. You're going to learn stuff that you need to learn before Volume 3, and it's great, and I'm really happy with it." Gunn expects the special to be less than 40 minutes long, and it's slated to release on Disney Plus December 2022, about 5 months ahead of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, premiering in theaters May 2023. Comic-Con at Home brought several updates to shows from a range of production houses. Deadline reported that Matt Ryan is moving on from the character John Constantine, but will stay with DC's Legends of Tomorrow as a new character, Dr. Gwen Davies, an eccentric scientist from the early 20th century who might be the team's only hope next season. The main reason Constantine is being phased out of the CW show is due to J.J. Abrams rebooting the character for an HBO Max series. BBC officially confirmed that Jodie Whittaker will be leaving Doctor Who after her third season. According to Variety, she will appear in a 6-part event serial as well as 3 specials before her time on the show is up. Showrunner Chris Chibnall, who cast Whittaker as the first female Doctor in the show's history, is also leaving the series, he confirmed. The 13th series of Doctor Who will air towards the end of 2021. The 3 specials will follow in 2022, starting on January 1st, with the spring and fall special also in the works. Hopefully it's finally time for a Doctor Who of color. The Amazon Prime Video panel began with the Wheel of Time showrunner and executive producer Rafe Judkins reassuring fans that he has already planned out how the 14 books by Robert Jordan can play out on television, having plotted out the storyline for 8 seasons before finalizing the pilot script. Polygon noted that an official poster was also revealed. The 2nd season has already been ordered, so it seems like the franchise is in good hands. In actor news, Better Call Saul actor Bob Odenkirk had a health scare from a heart-related incident on set earlier this week and ended up needing emergency hospitalization, but he's already doing well while on recovery. On Twitter, David Cross, Odenkirk's longtime collaborator, posted an update. "Just got off the phone with Bob and he's doing great. Joking and japping and jostling, both he and his family are overwhelmed with the outpouring of love and concern everyone has shown. You'll be hearing from him soon, but he's doing really well." Here's to wishing Odenkirk a full recovery. In platform news, to all the Mac, iPad, and iPhone owners out there, Apple has pushed out a new patch to protect your devices from hackers. Gizmodo revealed that Apple suddenly released updates for phones and tablets, while also dropping a new Mac OS Big Sur 11.5.1 patch to solve a minor bug from the initial release last week. Most critically, the recent updates fix a zero-day vulnerability that Apple says has been seeing exploitation by hackers in the wild, i.e. out in the world. For more details, check the show notes. Google Play is adding a new safety section to add transparency on how the apps in the store will use your data. Suzanne Frey, the VP of Product, Android Security, and Privacy, published a blog back in May about the company's commitment to working with Google and developing a safety section that will clearly communicate to the average user what they're getting themselves into when downloading a new app. According to TechCrunch, in the safety section, users will be able to see the developer's explanation of what data the app collects, followed by those other details, each with its own icon to serve as a visual indicator. When users tap into the summary, they'll be able to then see other details like what data is collected or shared, such as location, contacts, personal information, or names, email addresses, financial information, and more. They'll also be able to see how the data is used for app functionality, personalization, and more, and whether the data collection is optional. Spotify has rolled out a What's New feed to help users discover new releases, trending songs, and even concerts in their area. The feature is accessible under the new bell icon and is constantly updated in real time. I've even been getting push notifications specifically for concerts connected to artists that are in my main rotation playlists. For theme parks, Disney continues to update Adventureland by removing culturally stereotypical pieces, according to WDWNT. This coincides with the new movie Jungle Cruise, now playing in theaters and on Disney Plus Premium Access, that has been used as a marker of distinction for updates to the Jungle Cruise attractions and surrounding areas, especially in line with Disney's new fifth key of inclusion. I'm glad after 66 years of the Disney parks being in operation that some signs of progress are being made. Remember to subscribe to Nerd Union's Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube channels for our live shows, news updates, and our upcoming video series on movies, games, and more nerd content. Special shout out to our Nerd Union Patreon supporters. We appreciate your monthly contributions, which helps us put out content like this. Doug Schumann and Shelby Johnson. Till next time, I'm Taryn Bell, and this has been The Rundown with Nerd Union.